Welcome to Auntie K's, your favorite radical queer indigenous auntie, bringing you tarot every day. Hello and welcome to Auntie K's Tarot. Today we are looking at the Sufi Tarot by Pakistani Sufi creator Ayeda Husain and her art team, published through Hay House. The book is wonderful. It comes with a table of contents, introduction, a tarot spread about the major and minor arcana, and then it gets into each card, which has upright, reverse, an explanation, contemplations, and affirmations, creating 1.5 to 2 pages for every single card. We also have about the author, about the art team, there's acknowledgements, and there is also end notes section here in this guidebook. It is really well done. And we will take a more in-depth look at the guidebook at the end of this flip through when I pull some cards, and we will go through it at that time. I'm impressed, and we will get into this. Okay, so now we are getting into the cards. I am voicing over this because at some point the recording went into slow motion and I had to speed it up in here. So we're looking through the majors right now. They're warm, they're gorgeous, they're beautiful. I really just enjoyed them. They work really well. You know what you're looking at in this deck. And even though they've been set in a different culture, they work really well. And the tarot should work well that way. It should speak across cultural lines by just slightly shifting the perspective to fit within a cultural take. And, we can still understand beyond there. That's a gorgeous death card. It's a gorgeous death card. This is Temperance. The Devil, the little window up in the top corner, was helpful for me in my Wheel of the Year spread. That tower is fantastic. The line work inside the star here and then next the moon is just, it's perfection. It's gorgeous. I really, really enjoyed these. I really like this for the Judgment card. And then we have the World card. So yes, those titles are in Arabic. The numbers are going to get you through it. The rest of the titles are in English, except for the words King and Queen. You're not going to struggle with it. You're still going to know what you're doing. And, you might learn a little bit something about someone else while you're at it, which is wonderful. I really like this game going on for the Five of Staffs. Showing horse culture is, always speaks to me, and I love the similarities my culture shares with other cultures around the world. I think the, cards that can carry difficult messages in here are beautiful. The difficulty is still there. In the guidebook, it acknowledges difficulties and helps you over it. So we've got daughter and then son. I really like these knights, that one particularly. And Malika or queen, and she's so warm. Then Shah or king. All the Shahs or kings are in a frame, which just becomes a beautiful artistic choice. The cups are gorgeous. Water is really nicely done. Okay, I love this too of cups with the older couple here, you know, peers for me to look up to. Talk about stability, you know. And I thought this was interesting choice in the Four of Cups, and I think that really works. Oh, there, her in her bridal tea set and her gown. It's just heartbreaking. We got different jewels in each of the cups in the Seven of Cups, and that works really well in here. This is, yeah, I think this is beautiful. I like the cups that are almost there, almost not there. In some of the drawings, that works really well. In the Nine of Cups, instead, we have a pitcher pouring over top of everyone involved. They almost look like they're in a cup. Then you got your cup outlines in that rainbow fabric. I think it's really beautiful, especially the, you know, it comes over the light of the sun. It's so well done. It just really, really is so well done. Here we have like a bridge from the knight or the son's heart out to the partner they love. And details in here have so much, you know, to tell you. And I love how the waterfall comes over the frame picture of the Shah of Cups here. I think that's gorgeous. Here we are in the Pentacles. I drew this in my Wheel of the Year spread, and it's a gorgeous card. It is so well done. Here, there's two people laying tiles together for the Three of Cups. The lighting in this deck, the lighting in shadows, is absolutely perfection. Like, my hat's off to the artist for that. There are 7 coins in the bark of that tree. They're quite light, but in person you definitely see them. This is another card from my end of year spread I quite enjoyed. It came up in the 10th house, so that was definitely good news. And the family here in the 10 of Cups, or 10 of Coins, so, again, so well done. And here we are with the daughter and the son. And the queen. Don't these cards just make you want to like go inside? Possibly because it's winter here as I receive and review this deck. Like, I'm not doing a review. You're getting my opinions, that kind of review. My gosh, you're getting my gosh. And we come into the swords. Again, the swords are well done. They're exquisite. I'm going to point out some of my favorite details in here, which is related to the cards I've used and come across so far. I really like this Four of Swords and the swords in the bedpost. So I like how the swords here are in the water. He's seeing himself and the swords in the water. And then we move into the Six of Swords. And I think we really see things excel here. We go into the 7 and just, okay, this 8. Look at the light across like the swords that look like blinds that she's looking through. She is blindfolded. And like the details in the corner. Oh, it's magnificent. It's magnificent. I thought this image really demonstrated the 9 of Swords well, with them swirling over the head. And, you know, then we're out here in actual, like, you know, disaster that, you know, was imagined, swirling over the head. And sorry about my puppy. I don't know what she's barking at. Then we've got, again, our 4 of Courts. That Knight of Swords just looks so much like they're rushing, right? I love the impact of that horse there. And this fierce queen, or Malika. And that the Shah's so relaxed. All right, so that is the deck. And I'm going to shuffle up and let you see how that goes, although I might put it on a higher speed. So I put this on high speed because, like, you can see I eventually break it up into halves to shuffle, which I do have to do. Corner to corner, I shuffle, and here we go. All right, so we are going to take a look. 3 cards came out, and we are going to take a look in the guidebook at them. So we have, starting with 7, the Chariot, upright, mastery, moving ahead, taking the first steps, victory, speed, action, being mentally in control. Reversed, lack of direction, lack of control, lack of willpower, aggression, inability to overcome obstacles. Known as a Chariot in traditional tarot, the Wali is a master. He is an adept rider who has developed the inner capacity to effect from a position of skillfulness. He is motivated, ambitious, and represents victory, triumph, and movement. We see him balance the top 2 horses, galloping across emerald green waves of the ocean without any reins. He controls them by will alone, honing in on that which lies within his mind to achieve mastery over form and over himself. In Sufism, the horse and the rider represent the balance of the body and the soul, with the horse being depicted as the body and the rider as the soul. We must nurture both to win the race, for it is only when both the body and the soul are taken care of that one can reach their final destination. It is the balance between the body and the soul that leads to mastery. When this card appears for you, you are being called to examine the balance between the inner and outer in your life. This card represents victory and mastery over a situation. It is a very positive card, but it indicates that effort is needed to manifest the success it depicts. What do you need to do to achieve triumph? Is there an area in your life that needs to be balanced before you can move forward with ease and speed? What do you need to do to rise above the dysfunction? The emerald green water the Wali glides over so effortlessly represents the emotions of he has mastered. Do you experience any emotions that keep you from success? Emotions that you will need to explore and work through? Contemplations. What is my relationship with self-control? What in my life needs to be brought into balance for me to succeed? Let's use those as being answered by the next 2 cards. Affirmation. My mind, my body, and my soul are in perfect harmony. So the first question was, what is my relationship to self-control? Let's say Ace of Staffs. New beginnings, enthusiasm, action, creativity, passion, convictions, breathing life into that which does not exist. Reverse, lack of passion, lack of energy, fear of the unknown, creative blocks, seeking inspiration. One of the boldest cards in the suit, the Ace of Staffs, is a card about dynamism. It represents inspiration, success, and the beginning of something new and exciting. The essence of the fire consciousness that burns within us and allows us to think outside of the box. This card points towards new beginnings, subtly embodied within the staff is an alif, the first letter of the Arabic script as the beginning and the ending, the awal and the akhir, alpha and omega, of all inner and outer relatives, representing creation and the divine creative potential within us. When this card appears for you, you are being directed to your inner creativity. This card is about grand ideas, energetic movement, and manifesting that which may not be a seed in your mind, that which may be but a seed in your mind. This is a time of passion and action, of starting and following through. It is about finding unique expressions of your voice and crystallizing your vision in a way that is yours and nobody else's. The idea that this card alludes to are inside breakthroughs that align you with a higher calling. It is important that you open your heart up to allow inspiration to flow so that when you do create and manifest, you are doing so in sync with divine harmony. That fits really nicely, I'd say. And the next question from the first card was, what in my life needs to be brought into balance for me to succeed? The daughter of coins is the true daughter of earth in all her glories. Her youthful curiosity is framed by her practical, grounded, and realistic approach to life. She does not just dream about beauty, she creates it. She does not just wish for a healthier environment, she plants trees. She wants to learn so she can do. She is open-minded, optimistic, and interested in all the world around her has to offer. Aligned with the Sufi belief that honors the physical world as a reflection of the divine, she knows there is nothing fallen, dark, or dismal about matter. Instead, she sees the luminosity in each creation and honors the physical, for she knows the consciousness and matter are but reflections of each other. When this card appears for you, you are being pointed to the seed in your hand, mind, or heart and being asked what you need to do to nurture it. Your personality is an unfurling plant in the same way that a seed opens. Your soul has a latency that begins to stretch toward the light and produce fragrance. The Sufi chant the divine name, Makwadim, the one who opens the seed, draws out the leaves, draws out the bud, so we can become what we are destined to be. What is this seed for you? Affirmation: I look to divine nature within and without to balance me. So that, my friends, is the Sufi Tarot. I'm thrilled with it. I think it's really beautiful. I really wish Hay House would change their card stock. But I'm really happy with this deck. And, you know, if it was on different cardstock, I'd probably use it more than I'm going to use it. But I am using it some, and I am finding it really beautiful and delightful. And I think this is a worthwhile deck for folks to get. And I'm happy that Hay House is getting creators to speak from their own experience. See y'all later, folks.